of peace to each one of you. United Nations celebrate International Day of Peace. And peace first in the minds of human beings and then in the world. Through eyes, through the mind and the words, by speaking the words Om Shanti, that is, I am peace, and you all are also peace. So we could create with this song very beautiful vibrations. Words are beautiful, but then vibrations are also created of peace. Then we go beyond.
And they declared the messages. Since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed. So in UNESCO, there is a recognition that the hard and necessary work of diplomacy and negotiations, that has to be matched by a cultural acceptance of democratic principles, of the dignity.
The most gracious, the most merciful. Praise and thanks be to God for bestowing upon us countless endowments and blessings. I ask God to send peace and blessings on the Prophet Muhammad, always and forevermore. I first want to thank the organizers of this event for bringing us together to establish goodness and to make our hearts aware of what we may not be aware of. As the wise one said, the one who indicates towards good is like the one who doesn't. So I want to say thank you for pointing us in the direction of good and being a catalyst for new efforts to establish peace in the world. This was something that Brahma Kumaris has done for us tonight. So this is a great thing.
The message enlightens the mind, and it's for the entire humanity. A Sikh is a devoted, thirsty mind that constantly craves for divine connection and its message. Granth Sahib starts with the number 1. All is one divine, period. Shabad constantly emphasizes that we are all one, but may look different, just like the different colors in a rainbow. The moment we introduce two, the negativity, duality, judgment, doubt, suspicion, envy, hate, racism, and instability of the mind takes over.
We are most grateful to the Oklahoma City Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center for this wonderful event to bring so many of our peace-loving friends here together. I am honored also to be amongst this caliber of speakers who do so much in the community to bring about peace and bring about people together and understanding. So honored to be part of the speaker list. I'm particularly grateful for tonight because the two topics of world peace, Baha'is only hear world peace, not just peace, and also ending racism. Those are our top principles in the Baha'i faith and directly related to each other.
Crystal Regan. There's a lot of rehearsing beforehand to get the names right. So the thumbs up that you see, yes. All right. Crystal.
It's not a dream, as I'm sure you know. These things were promised so long ago. Come with me, you will see, you will see.
Hindu is not a religion. Hinduism is a way of life, you know. Anyone can adopt it. And 100% all the religion, they never teach you untruth, dishonesty, fight, murder, all these things. Each and every religion, they teach you from childhood, is speak the truth, be honest, be kind, help each other.
These are all important questions to ask. But when they ask me questions about how many gods we have, I have to remind them constantly that Hinduism, even though it may seem as a polytheistic religion, it is actually monotheistic, more of henotheistic in the sense that there is one supreme God, the Brahman, or one essence, and there's different forms of that God, right?
In my work as a child psychologist and as a nonprofit leader, I've come to learn that peace is among the worthiest of goals. But there are prerequisites to peace at both the individual level and at the level of communities and nations. The most salient one in my experience comes from our understanding of well-being, defined by researchers at Berkeley as a subjective state of health and vitality that arises when we assess that our needs are met in the most important ways, and we enjoy and feel connected to the world around us in positive ways.
America as the idea that Jews are called upon to make the world more just, peaceful, tolerant, and equal through acts of charity, kindness, and political action. We have work to do. Thank you all for having me.
So, I think each one has mentioned very clearly that it's not easy to bring about peace in the world. Very true. But there was a time when there was a peaceful world. The mention of that has been given in all religions. Whether we call it Swarg, or we call it Bahist, or paradise, or heaven, there is a mention of that time, one time. But then why that kind of a world became this kind of a world today? What brought about that shift? There is that understanding that when man was pure, the world was pure. The world was heaven on earth. But as the stage of man declined, the stage of the world declined. Why did this decline take place? In the Brahma Kumaris, we say, when we meet and greet each other, we start by saying Om Shanti.
I think about racism a lot, probably several times a day. Racism seemed like something that would be extinct by the time that I was a grown-up, a relic of the past. Things will be so much better, we just gotta wait till the old people, the racist people die off, I thought when I was a kid.
I could see that common ground of all the faiths and all the religions where there's so much more in common than different.